Hi guys, we are here for our first TSL archive. TSL standing for Tidewater Summer League. I'm here with my roommate and co-host. Can you tell us your name, where you're from, and how old you are?
Hey guys, my name is Devin Sawyer. I'm 19 years of age and I am from Ayer, Massachusetts. Small town in Massachusetts, around like the north central part, like half an hour west of Boston, 30 minutes north of Worcester. So I'm kind of in the middle of everything basically. And yeah.
I remember you telling me one time about how there's a lot of cool athletes from your town.
Right.
Can you name us a couple?
There were a set of brothers. I think there was four of them, the Morris brothers. Two of them actually played in the NFL, Joe and Jamie Morris. They were both inducted into my school's Hall of Fame that we actually just opened up like 2 years ago. But one of them, Jamie Morris, won a Super Bowl with the Giants in 1986. They beat the Broncos in that Super Bowl. But yeah, we had a women baseball player that played in the professional leagues during World War II when most of the men were overseas for World War II, obviously. Rita Briggs, so that was actually cool. I don't think she's depicted in the movie, though. The movie,
League of Their Own.
League of Their Own, right. But yeah, it's still cool. Like, we have like this whole like case like right outside our gym that has like a football from like the Super Bowl and like Rita Briggs' old uniform and like her cleats, like, and they're from like the 40s, so it's like really cool. Just a lot of neat history about our town. It's cool.
Nice. Wow, that's a lot for a small town.
Yeah, I guess so, in a way.
How many people live there, by the way?
I would say like 7,000 to 9,000. Not too many.
Yeah.
Like, that number could even be lower.
Really?
I would say it's more on the lower side.
Wow. Nice. So, I'm guessing from Boston is your favorite team the Red Sox?
Yeah, my favorite team is the Red Sox. I do like the Celtics, Patriots, and Bruins as well. So it's a rich history of winning in Boston. A lot of championships throughout those four teams, spread out over the course of the last 110 years, almost 110 years. So it's cool. It's fun to see the winning, but there's also been some not that many bad seasons that I've witnessed, but some disappointing seasons.
Do you ever get tired of those parade floats?
Can never get tired of those. Seeing all the players ride around in the duck boats, holding up the trophies and shotgunning those beers, catching them from the crowd. It's so fun. It's so much fun. I went to the Patriots parade in February, and then I also went to the Red Sox parade this past October. Those were my first two parades.
Really?
Yeah. And over 1 million people for each one, so
wow.
it was crazy.
I'm probably not used to seeing so many people in one place.
No, definitely not. It was definitely a surreal moment that I'll remember forever. Yeah, it was cool.
That does sound really cool.
Yeah.
So, what's your relationship with the Tidewater Summer League? Are you a player, coach, broadcaster, something else?
So I actually came down here to do the internship as well as you. I actually am up in the booth, commentating, being the color commentator for all of the games that we broadcast live on Facebook with my partner Adam Cohen and my interviewer.
I think I'm the interviewer and you're the interviewee. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, so that's been great. I actually have had the chance to play on the Virginia Beach Shredders, one of the teams down here in the Tidewater Summer League. So that has also been a really cool experience to hang with all the guys in the dugout and announcing their games in the dugout too. It's been a really fun experience, one that I will definitely also remember.
Was it kind of weird after playing with the teams after announcing them?
Yeah, it was like kind of, it's cool to like see what their personalities are like after like announcing like a few of their games, and like it's cool to put faces to names now. So yeah, that's always cool. And all the guys are so nice, and just love playing baseball. That's why they came down here. Came down here to play a lot of baseball, and been waiting like the whole year to play. So it's evident in the game, all of the games that we've seen, that these guys want to be here and want to play. So that's really awesome.
Nice. And you also didn't play for a while before playing with the team, the Virginia Beach Shredders, right?
Right. I hadn't played in a competitive game since last June. I got injured last summer, and then I wasn't eligible to play at my school this past year. But eligibility issues aside, I should be able to play this year, I believe, if I choose to. I'm not sure if I am going to or not yet. At this point, season's still a couple months away.
This can definitely get you kind of back into things.
Yeah. It's been a grind up in the booth and hitting and whatnot. You saw that we were out there for hours yesterday. Yesterday.
Yeah,
right?
yesterday. The off day.
Yeah, yesterday morning. So yeah, it's been awesome.
It's great, man. How did you choose to work at Tidewater Summer League?
Why did I choose to? So I thought it would be an awesome opportunity to work down here in the Tidewater Summer League for basically half of the summer, and have the opportunity to learn what it takes to make a summer league program be an efficient, well-produced summer league program, as evident through what we've been doing and preparing ourselves for each and every game. Why did I choose to? It's in a great area, Virginia Beach, almost right on the beach, 20 minutes away. We're basically right on the Norfolk and Virginia Beach line. So yeah, you can't ask for a better area with better weather, even though we did see rain for practically a week straight. But other than that, it's been awesome. It's been so much fun.
And what do you like best about your job here?
I like being able to be around baseball every single day. I get to watch baseball every day, be around really talented baseball players every day. Basically throughout my day, we live in a hall with baseball players. We see them every day. All those guys are talented at what they do, and it's just been awesome. It's been so much fun. It's just I don't know, it's just bliss, it feels like, just because you're around baseball all the time. You can't get away from it when you're down here. The only thing you can eat, sleep, and breathe baseball down here. It's awesome.
Living the dream.
Yeah. Grinding.
So what does a normal day look like for you here? Give me the rundown. Give me the scoop.
So in the morning, I'll take a shower, obviously, get dressed and whatnot. Maybe play some video games for not that long. In the morning, usually I don't play that long. If I do, I'll go get breakfast at the dining hall, boy dining hall. Most of the time, I'll have you tag along, or I'll just go by myself and see who's already there. Maybe I'll just eat by myself. I normally go with the Belgian waffle or the Frosted Flakes. I definitely enjoy the Frosted Flakes.
Nice.
Always have a glass of milk.
It's your favorite drink, right?
Yeah, it is. Milk. It's really good. Then when I'm done with breakfast, sometimes if I have enough time in between, I'll walk around maybe the campus a little bit and whatnot. Just take a stroll, clear my mind a little bit. But usually I'll have something to do related to getting set up for the game, filling up the buckets for ice, for anyone that may need ice after the game or before the game, typically after, or during, in case someone gets hurt. Today I had to do that, as well as fill up some water jugs for the players so they could have water. I had to do that at the boy dining hall. And then I went and grabbed some lunch. I go to grab some lunch, have whatever they're having, whatever they're serving. Normally it's burgers or hot dogs or grilled cheese. some basic stuff, nothing too fancy, but gets the job done. Definitely a good time. Quick lunch normally. Then I'll probably head back to the room for a few minutes, see what you're up to, see if you're heading to go get lunch, because normally I'll eat lunch before you.
Yeah, definitely.
See what you're up to, and then I'll probably just hang at the room for a few more minutes, charge up my phone a little bit, and then I head down to the field. It's about like between 12 and 12:30 around the time I come down here, so then we're up in the booth. Either one of us will grab the lineups, and we'll get going with the first game. Then the second game comes, and we'll do the second game, and then we'll wrap up. And then we typically get some food, whether it be going out to eat or just making some easy mac and cheese in the microwave. That's typically what we do.
Good mac and cheese.
Yeah, no, it's definitely gets the job done. Fills us up pretty good. And then we just do our own thing. You'll be on your phone, either with the Yankees game or doing whatever you do, and I'll either be playing video games or have a movie on at night. So then we crash, and then we wake up and do the same thing all over again.
Yeah, so you really do mean it when you say you live and breathe baseball. It's a lot of baseball each day. It takes a big chunk of our days.
Yeah.
It's like 12:30 to 7:30, essentially, our jobs.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Then any miscellaneous things that we have to do, like to get set up and stuff like that, it's longer. So.
Yeah, we're interns here, so whatever they need.
Yeah, seriously.
So a bit of a different question, but how did you get into baseball?
How did I get into baseball? I'd say I didn't really get into baseball. I played t-ball in Massachusetts when I was obviously like the t-ball age. And then I lived in Florida for a couple of years and I played down there. But I'd say I didn't really get into it until like I lived down in Florida. That's when I started like collecting baseball cards and like knowing anyone who's anyone on each team. And that's when I started to really, really get into it. Like I knew who was who, what was going where, who was playing for what, all this stuff like that. And when I moved back from Florida, it was my first year of like non-coach pitch, so like the kids could actually pitch, like the players could. And then I just took the mound one day, and then I just fell in love with it, and the rest is history. But yeah, my love for baseball, it seems to grow, seems to find a way to grow more and more each day. I learned something new about it. There's been almost 20,000 baseball players to play in the major leagues in its 160-year history, 160-plus year history, which is an elite group to be a part of, I'd say.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have a bit of an unconventional way. Like, I've heard from a lot of people that say, like, oh, like, you know, my parents like were the ones who really stuck it out, but then like you went to a different state, and then you fell in baseball there. Then you fell in love with the mound just by doing that one of your games in one of your first kid pitch games.
Yeah, right.
It's a bit of a different route, but that's really cool, and you know, it's kind of like that moment of like first like baseball love.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Definitely.
What's your background with baseball? What are some accomplishments you've had with baseball? Like brag about yourself.
I guess I played 4 years of varsity at my high school. I mostly played JV my freshman year of high school, but I played in my first varsity game before my first JV game, so I thought that was a little like cool tidbit. My sophomore year was probably the best team I've ever been a part of. The closest team, most well-rounded team. That senior group that we had was unbelievable with their leadership and what they were able to help us accomplish that year. We won our first playoff game that year in 10 years, I think.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and it was against this Catholic school not too far from us, like 20 minutes from us, and had this like kid that was like thinking about like going D1.
Really?
And like we just weren't fazed by it. We came in expecting, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We went out there and won. And I only played 1 year of AAU baseball. I was able to go down to New Jersey to play in a tournament. That was the furthest that baseball has ever taken me, distance-wise. I guess you could say Virginia Beach now for the internship. But prior to this, New Jersey was the furthest I've been for anything baseball related. I was a 4-year varsity player at my high school. I met some of my friends that will be my lifelong friends. And yeah, not much to it.
Did you also play a year of college ball?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, totally forgot about that.
So you're involved with your high school team.
I know. I did play, not this past year, but the year before, my freshman year at Southern Maine Community College. We finished like 29, 12-1. One tie being against a Canadian team.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They had to leave by a certain time, and so we had to end the game. It was so silly. Yeah, it's like split into 2 seasons basically. There's like a fall season and like a spring season. We play like 15 games in the fall, and then we have like a 30-game spring season. So it was cool to be a part of that. I was 17 when I first like tried out for the team, I guess, and like the oldest kid there was like 23. Mm-hmm. So it was like kind of intimidating because like he graduated high school when I was still in 7th grade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it was like my first like experience of like a big like age difference like on a baseball team. So that was cool. We had a really good year as a team that year, including myself. I just made so many friends that I'll have forever, and memories that no one can take away from me from that season. It was a really fun season. We played our conference championship or conference tournament at this baseball park in Old Orchard Beach, which is like 20 minutes from our campus on the highway. And it's like it's pretty popular if like you're from New England and you know like if you vacation in Maine, like you know like what Old Orchard Beach or where Old Orchard Beach is.
Yeah.
Popular tourist attraction. So it was cool. Like we had like in-ground dugouts. It was really fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And like this whole like ceremony before the games. It was really cool. So yeah, that was fun.
So you've had quite the history of baseball. You're pretty well accomplished at 19 years old, playing all 4 years on varsity for high school and playing a year at a community college as well. Getting pretty far there.
Yeah, it's tough for us New Englanders and like anywhere like in like the northern like states in the country to really get outside and play baseball like at the start of spring because like normally there's still snow on the ground and like the ground like if there isn't like the ground's like really wet because like there was snow on the ground, so it's just really tough for us to get outside. And I don't know, this upcoming crop of baseball players from New England, they're legit. You see kids from New England getting drafted all the time now in the MLB draft, whether they play their college ball at like a bit powerhouse D1 school. They're still from New England, obviously. So it's cool. It's really cool to see.
It must be pretty great to be a part of it. Tell me about the day in the life of a college baseball player. When you have games and when you don't have games.
Right. So if it's no game and just a practice, wake up. Normally, like what I would do is I lived off campus, so I would just wake up, get ready for my 8 a.m., go to my 8 a.m. class. Then after that, I would have like a 10 to 15 minute break before my next class. So I would typically hit the dining hall, grab a quick breakfast, and say hi to the lunch ladies there. Because you always got to be friendly with the lunch ladies, the lunch people there. They hook it up with food and whatnot. But, so I'll grab breakfast, then I'll go to my second class, hit the book, study hard, whatnot. Then, like, sometimes, like, most times I'll have, like, a little bit longer break in between my second and third class. So I'll probably head over to the Hub, which is like the athletic center at my school at Southern Maine Community College. We call it the Hub. And normally I'll go in the assistant athletic director's room, say what's up to him, talk to him, see what other athletes are in there, just talk to them, see what's up, see what's going on. Yeah, maybe hit the weight room, just chill out, maybe go to the trainer's room. Trainers are super friendly. It's always a good thing getting to know them really well because like they take care of you basically if you're injured. But yeah, then after that, I'll go to my third and final class, and then after that, I'll probably have like at least an hour or two before I have to go to practice. So I'll just head back to my apartment, make some food, or have my roommate make me some food because that's what I did all the time, how to make me food, and then do whatever, maybe play a little video games. Then I'll head to the Hub. Get ready for practice, and then just go practice. Do whatever I do. Take my PFPs. They let me throw BP sometimes.
Really? That's
yeah,
cool.
So it's cool. Do whatever. Run some poles. Get my cardio in. Get that work in. Break it down. Get out of there. Shower maybe there or back at the apartment. Normally I shower there. Grab some dinner at home, normally made by my roommate, and then I'll be tired after that. Maybe throw in the Sox game or the Bruins game, and then just hit the hay, pass out. Oh, after doing some homework, right? Gotta throw in that homework bit. Gotta put the student athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's typically what my day consists of like when there's practice. Like if there's a game, like basically all the same things except like just put a game instead of practicing. And then yeah, basically literally the same thing. There's not much different. Still have to go to class. Still have to eat food. Wake up, go to sleep. Same thing.
Yeah, pretty nice day. Get your work in with the classes. Get to play your baseball, and yeah, pretty much your day.
Yeah.
It's good. What do you like, a bit of a different topic, but what do you like about Tidewater Summer League?
What I like about it is how, like, all the teams are so close, I would say. The chemistry with each team is really good. You're always seeing different players talking and, like, mingling and, like, at the dining hall, like, getting food and stuff, like, different players sitting at different tables with each other. So it's really cool to see that. Good like chemistry that we have all throughout the league. It's a really good league. There's a lot of talent down here, and I've never been around this much baseball talent in my life. So it's just like it's awesome. It's so cool to see.
On the flip side, what can be improved about TSL?
What can be improved? The food, I guess. There's not much that you can say, given the situation that like we were like put in, like with living like we're at a college campus, like we can't expect like all these like not luxurious things, but like like really good food and like stuff like that. Like there's only so much that like a summer like dining hall can like do, and like I appreciate the cooks so much. They've done so much for us. They've made so much food. That's awesome. But maybe a little more variety, I'd say, but that's nothing that they can do. It's up to the school, I guess. I don't know. That's my only complaint, I'd say.
Yeah, that's it. You must really love it here.
Yeah. Maybe bigger roster sizes. I don't know, but that's up to kids to decide if they want to join or not. And then it's our job to market to get more kids out here.
Yeah.
So if we do a good job, then there'll be more kids down here next year. Maybe we'll see ourselves down here next year, too.
Yeah, might be. All right, so last main question. How can we do a better job at making people more interested in TSL baseball? So basically what we're talking about a little bit.
Just the whole marketing thing. Just keeping up with the games each and every day. Making sure stats are correct so that folks at home can pick up on it. The players can pick up on it. Any potential like scouts that are watching and following along, they can see who's doing really well, and like if there's like a team need that they have, they can fill it with maybe a player or two from our league. So that's always cool. Yeah, just marketing, getting information out there. That's huge. It's huge in this day and age. If you want to run a successful program or business, anything that you want to do, it's getting so good.
It is. So, like, just telling, like these guys, all these guys here, they obviously play at colleges.
Right.
But they're friends. Like, maybe they can tell their teammates. Then
Right.
they
Right.
come down next year, and then slowly it starts to get bigger. They tell someone they know who likes baseball back in their hometown.
Right. Like if they're in their hometown, they're talking to their buddy that they don't go to school with anymore. They go to a different college.
Mm-hmm.
That person goes to back to their school. They go their separate ways, but the person's over here chatting about it with their teammates. So then those kids will come down here too.
Mm-hmm.
So just grassroots connections, all that stuff.
Definitely. All right, well, that was my last question, so appreciate it, Devin.
Awesome.
Thanks for being my first interviewee.
Awesome.